Ultimately, the RCMP found those responsible, but for James's loved ones, we realize this is only small consolation.
Manitoba RCMP are providing new information regarding the homicide of a man from Brandon, Manitoba. On October 13, 2022, remains were found in the RM of Cornwallis near Brandon inside the truck of a burned Honda Accord. Roughly 2 months later, 37-year-old James Vernon Giesbrecht was reported missing. It wasn't until January of this year police identified Giesbrecht as the victim and say they knew his death had nothing to do with the fire.
The evidence has told us that he was deceased prior to the fire starting and that the fire was used to attempt to destroy evidence.
Police have charged 3 men in the homicide of Giesbrecht. Redstone Wamdiska and Joseph Lindsay were charged with first-degree murder. Christopher Cutlip was charged with second-degree murder.
Let me be very clear. This was a calculated and planned murder. James knew his killers, and he was lured to his death.
Investigators say Giesbrecht knew the 3 men through the drug subculture. Police say they lured him into a home in Brandon where he was killed and disposed Giesbrecht's remains in the car.
Investigators headed to Regina and were able to identify the person responsible for stealing the vehicle. However, this person was not involved in any way in the homicide. Following up on the theft led us to identify that the vehicle changed possession to now one of the suspects.
Investigators say they would not have been able to lay charges in Giesbrecht's murder without the public's help. City News spoke briefly to Giesbrecht's aunt, Tara Waskunagijic. She says the family is devastated, but they are relieved RCMP have found the men responsible for her nephew's death. In Winnipeg, Joanne Roberts, City News.